Hello guys, good to see you back. Once again I'm back with a new tutorial related JavaScript array. And in this tutorial we are going to learn some and every method. Here you can see a variable named age. And inside this variable we have total 4 values, 18, 13, 21 and 10. And now you want to check adult value from this list. As you can see 18 and 21 is adult. But you want to check all the values, is it adult or not. Suppose you create a variable a and assign the adult value, which is 18. And now you want to extract which value is equal to 18, otherwise greater than 18. For that, you can run for loop. And inside this for loop, you can use if conditions. But it's quite a lengthy process. But in array, we have a simple solution, which is sum. Through this function, you can check the result. But before, we need to create a function to get this value. And we need to pass the function in the sum method. And for every value of this array, it's going to run this sum function. And this function always return boolean value, true either false. If any of the value match with the condition, it's going to return true. Otherwise, it's going to return false. So without wasting your time, let's start the practical. Here you can see side by side, I open my Visual Studio Code editor and my browser using Live Server extension. And I already created a HTML document named index.html. As you can see inside the script tag, we have a variable named ages. And it's an array. And we have total 4 value in this array. And I already print this value in my document. And now I want to check all the value in a condition. For that, I'm going to create a variable var x equal to, and here I'm going to call sum function ages dot sum. And as I told you earlier, it's going to return only one value, true either false. But for that, we need to pass a condition inside this sum function. So I'm going to create a function. But before, I'm going to call the function name inside this function. And our function name is adult. Then I'm going to end this line. If I set this file, it's not going to work. With that, I want to print the result in my document. So here I'm going to type document dot write. Inside the round braces, I want to print our variable, which is x. Concatenate with, inside the double quotes, I'm going to use a beer tag for break the line. And again, semicolon to end this line. And now I'm going to create the function. So here I'm going to type function keyword, function, and our function name is adult. And then inside the round braces, I'm going to pass only one parameter, age. Next, inside the curly braces, and now I want to return true either false value from this function. For that, here I'm going to use return keyword, return age, and I'm going to use comparison operator, age greater than equal to, and our number is 18, and then semicolon to end this line. So at first, this sum function going to check all the value from this list, and as an argument, it's going to pass all the value one by one in the adult function, and according to the condition, adult function going to return the result, true either false. And if one of the single value pass the test, is going to return true. So without wasting your time, let's set the file and see what happened. As you can see, it's print true because 19 is greater than 18. And also, if I remove 19 and convert into 16 and then set this file, also it's written true because 22 is greater than 18. But if I change the value 11 and then set this file, now you can see it written false. But if I pass 18, as you can see, it returned true. Because if any of the value match with this condition, it's always going to return true. So remember, if you want to use sum function with array, you need to create another function. Because this function, as an argument, it's going to take function. Now, let's talk about every function. Every function also pretty similar with that. So here I'm going to duplicate this line and comment out previous one. And I'm going to type every. This function return true if all the value match with this condition, otherwise it's going to return false. If I set this file, as you can see, it's written false because without 18, all the value do not match with this condition. That's why it's written false. But if I increase the value, let me show you, 22, 19 and 21. If I set this file, now you can see it's written true. This function also going to check all the value one by one. But if any of the value do not match with this condition, it's going to return false here. But in our previous method, if one of the value match with this condition, in that case, it's going to return true. So this is the basic difference between some and every function. So I hope now it's clear for you. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next tutorial.